What's going on, everyone? It's Kochyy here. So as we know, Step Up Summons is coming out, and all the information has now been posted in the in-game news. So I'm just going to quickly go over that, or as quick as I can, and really just talk about the most important things I wanted to get across. So first and foremost, actually, we're just going to look at Ulquiorra. So here, as it says, he is a melee strong attack type character, and he has, actually, I'll go look at it from the stats. Here we go. So he's a melee strong attack damage character. His killer is no affiliation. He has a 25% strong attack damage soul trait, and his skills are Bruiser 20%, Devastation 40, Sprinter, Frenzy, Enhancer, and Poise. And he requires the falling material here to power him up at 6-star. So actually, I'm going to play his gameplay video right now, and after we see that, I'm just going to talk about the character a bit, my first impressions, and how I think he'll fit into the current state of the game.
見届けるがいい。全てを無に返すこの力を。トルメンタでムルシエラゴ。
So now that we've seen the gameplay of the character, we're just going to talk about some positives and negatives. We'll start with the positives. He has a fast Nad string. He has a good dash type strong attack 1. He has an extended boost on his strong attack 2. And a charged strong attack 3 is very good. And he has weaken on everything except his SA2. Now for the negatives. His no affiliation killer. He's the first of his kind to have this killer effect. And the issue with this is that most of PvE content has Soul Reapers, Arrancar, or Hollow enemies. And there are little to no environments where no affiliation enemies are. In Extreme Co-op, in Inheritance Zone, and just regular raids. So he's basically playing without a killer, which kind of sucks. The only thing that comes to mind is guild quests. Guild quests do have no affiliation enemies sometimes, so depending on the rules, if they're right and if those enemies are there, then he does stand to benefit more so in that environment. His other weakness, well, before that, I should just say, for the no affiliation thing, maybe this means KLab is introducing more no affiliation enemies, more no affiliation units, and that affiliation, or the no affiliation, that is going to be explored some more in the future, so we'll have to see, but for now I'm just saying it's a negative. The next one is his sad link. He has a strong attack damage link, 25%, and for most frenzy characters, basically all frenzy characters, you want to have strong attack recharge. Strong attack recharge is the way to go, because you want your strong attacks cooling down and being ready to use as soon as possible. You don't want to be standing around without strong attacks and not being able to do anything in like raid content, for example. So especially for a character like this, because he inherently has longer cooldown strong attacks. His SA2 is on a 40-second cooldown. Compare that to other characters that have a 16-second cooldown strong attack 2, which is further reduced by their star links. So this character will have less uptime on his strongs compared to other frenzy characters. Add that in with not having a killer effect, and it kind of sucks for his damage output. And the last negative is his 20% bruiser. This is more of a personal thing. 20% bruiser is like the standard bruiser value that's given to frenzy characters, but I really like the 40% Bruiser that Aizen, Lost Agent Ichigo, Anniversary Ichigo, those kind of characters. I really like the higher Bruiser value. I guess it's unfortunate he didn't get it, but it's not like a total deal breaker. So another thing about this character is his PvP. And I really want to talk to this because I think it's pretty important, and it's going to become apparent once people pull him and, you know, the weeks following this anniversary. So for PvP, it requires a booster, especially in higher level PvP. Without a booster, you are fighting a losing battle. And Caleb just introduced another extended boost character that competes with Blue Kenny and Flyzen, and in my opinion, are better than the two. And here's why. First and foremost, we'll start with Blue Kenpachi. Blue Kenpachi is 17 months, nearing 17 months old. He only has a 10-second boost, and he does have Poise Flurry, but in the current state of PvP, he's not really killing anything. He's not going to kill Unohana's, he's not going to kill Genryusai's, you know. There's not that many red units for Blue Kenny to contest with in PvP. Neutra is here and there, so he does counter him a bit, but with Genryusai in the current PvP meta, Blue Kenny really gets shut down pretty hard. For Flyzen is the better booster compared to Blue Kenny because he has an extended 20-second boost. He has, like I said, that 40% bruiser and a good Nad string, and you can build him chappied and he does really well. The issue with Flyzen is that there's also Yamamoto. Now for most people, like majority of the people playing this game, if you have both characters, it's really hard to run both of them in your PvP team. Yamamoto and Flyzen require heavy investments in tech, accessories, and link slots as well to do well in PvP. The benefit of Ulquiorra, he's a different attribute, he's power. So now you can run Genryusai, Unohana, and Ulquiorra, all different attributes, and you have the top two like PvP units, which is Genryusai and Unohana, and then now you have this Ulquiorra, which is the better booster among the two, in my opinion, for the reasons that he doesn't share an attribute, so you can, you know, run your best red accessories on him and only him. Also, he has an extended boost like Flyzen, but he has Poise like Blue Kenny, so he's not going to get interrupted. And now he also has Weaken on his strong attacks, so what's going to happen is that he's going to use his strong attack 3, his strong attack 1, and his NAD, and there's a good chance that he may weaken that lane. So now you have your team with their extended 20-second boost up, a little bit of shield to mitigate some damage, and maybe it weakens one or multiple enemies in a match, and that's like just more RNG added into thrown into it. So it's going to be pretty annoying, and I'm calling it right now. He's going to be a unit that's used a lot in PvP. Don't sleep on him. I think he is a strong PvP unit, and we're all going to be talking about him and seeing about it in PvP in the coming weeks. The only thing I can say is that because he is a red Arrancar / Espada, Blue Kenny does become a bit more relevant because Blue Kenny is a blue Espada killer. So he should be able to deal with him, assuming he doesn't get weakened right off the bat. Alright, so next I wanted to talk about the step-up summons and the rates because I saw a lot of people that were confused about it, and I just wanted to go over it quickly to explain them. So here we're looking at the 10-step summons for the multi-summons. So we can see here step 1 is free, step 2 is 150 orbs, and then it's 250 orbs from there onwards. The rates increase this time. Last year it was 3% rate from step 1 to step 3, and then step 4 you finally unlocked 6%. Here they show that it does increase by 1%, which is an improvement, so props to KLab for that. It goes to 6% rate, stays at 6% rate, but now we have something new. There's a featured 5-star character draw rate, and then there's an other 5-star character draw rate, which is starts at 1% and goes up to 2% max at step 7. So basically, what this means is, with these step-ups, you're pulling from 2 separate pools at the same time. So you have your 6% chance to pull any of these characters that are featured in the step-ups, while on top of that, you have a max 2% chance to pull, I think, anywhere at like 132 other characters, or not 132, like 120 other characters in the pool, in a premium pool. So that is just an addition to the normal step-ups that we usually get. This is a good thing. At step 7, you are at a 8% 5-star pull rate, or pull chance. 8% rates is obviously better than 6%. So you can expect more 5-star pulls without it actually affecting the step-up filler rate. So you still have a 1 in 12 chance of pulling Ulquiorra. It's not you have a 1 in 100 chance of pulling him. It's not all the characters in a combined pool. You're pulling from 2 separate pools at the same time, and the rates are added together. So you have an 8% chance to pull a 5-star unit, but it's 2 separate pools that you're pulling from. So if you pull something from the featured units, then you hit that 6%, and you got something from there. If you pull some random 5-star character, if you get like Dangai Ichigo or something, then you know that you hit that 2% and you pulled from the additional character pull. But I'm saying that's a good thing because, first of all, you're going to expect more 5-star characters on average, and you never know. You may pull something you never thought you would. Those characters could be new. I know I have a lot of characters in the premium pool that I don't think it's the entire premium pool. I think it's only at a certain point it's cut off. But I don't have every single one. But there are a lot of characters I'm missing, so I'd be glad to see those additional 5 stars in my summons, in addition to the characters that I'm pulling for the step up filler. So next, I'm just going to talk about some of the new events, new content that is coming out as well, some of the tickets, and then I'll close off this video. So for some of the new stuff that is going to be available once the banner drops, we have an anniversary ticket. The pool of characters for the ticket include Momo, Tag Team Shuhei, and Izuru, as well as the following fillers you see on the screen here. Next, we have a anniversary accessory ticket, which is just a standard 4 to 5 star ticket, and some orbs, I think some editing brushes, and a book of secrets. We have the Frenzy intensive course, which is coming back on the 23rd. And then here are the really good stuff. We have a co-op orb reset. So basically, you can get orbs from co-op again. Everyone who has reached the max amount of orbs, it's reset after this, and we can get those orbs again. So that's 600 orbs that you can get from co-op again, which is like massive. That's a lot of orbs. It'll take some time to farm up, but they did this for New Year's. They're doing it again for anniversary. This is really good. Thank you, KLab. Next, we have a guild member campaign, and this is basically you get Brave Soul accessory tickets depending on how many people are in your guild. So just a little something. It's not, I mean, these accessory tickets aren't that super useful, but it's just a little extra, no harm done. We're also getting a 3rd anniversary story, and it's a special story to commemorate the 3rd anniversary. It'll probably explain how this Ulquiorra came to be. Like, he has a Hogaku in his chest, so it'll probably go into that story, and it'll just be like an alternate story kind of thing. A little bit more orbs our way. I don't know if it'll be as long as like a side story kind of thing. It may just be an event with a couple chapters, but we'll have to see. Next, we have the fillers here for the Getsuga Tensho banner, which is a free single every day. And like I said, as I predicted, it's the Ichigos, Ginjos, Ishin, White Ichigo, Tensa, that kind of stuff. Incidentally, I have every single character that's shown here, so there's actually like nothing new for me to get. I could just get dupes, so it's whatever. I mean, it's a free single, resets daily, so you may be lucky to get something new. Last time they did this, it was another banner like this. I got 2 Grimjows for free. They're both 20% DR links, so I'm not complaining. And then I will also post a link to, since this is like too much information to really talk about, I'm gonna post a album link in the comments about the choose your 6-star summons, and it's a list of every attribute and all the characters in each attribute, so you can take a look at that, and hopefully that is helpful to you in deciding what attribute you want to pick. But again, a reminder, don't rush to pick that right away. If you're going to summon, if you're planning on summoning, spend your orbs first, summon, see what you get, because you may pull some of the characters that you want from those attributes, and then that will change your mind on what attribute to pick. So other than that, I think that's covers pretty much everything there is for this anniversary. Next time, or I should say next video you'll see from me will be my anniversary summons. So wish you everyone the best of luck. I hope your summons go well. I hope you all pull the characters you want, and I'll see you later.